This is Duke University.
Hello, let's talk about a personalized shopping experience in online retailing. The online retail market in the US is expected to outpace the sales growth at the traditional retail stores over the next few years. In fact, a recent study by Forrester Research suggests that about 10% of all retail transactions will be generated through e-commerce, and about 60% of all retail sales will involve some form of online shopping experience, either buying directly through the internet or doing some research before purchasing in a traditional store. As a result of this, retailers are increasingly investing in their online sales divisions, and these investments include investments in technologies such as analytics and personalization tools that enable them to collect information about customers that shop online. So online retailers collect all sorts of personal information when we shop online and record the purchase history of customers that go through the web pages. And you may have noticed that if you ever go online to look for a hotel in a particular location, then later on when you are reading a newspaper online or doing a search online, you may see advertisements of hotels in that particular location, because again, online retailers and online websites collect information about your purchase history and your web browsing history in general. So based on this personal information and this browsing and purchasing history, online retailers and online websites in general can send personalized promotions and can display customized recommendations for products that they're selling. And so in essence, this collection of data and this personalization of the experience of shopping online can enhance the customer's shopping experience. Right, so when you shop online, in contrast to shopping at a traditional store, you don't have a face-to-face interaction with a salesperson. And so this data that online retailers collect can help replace that personal interaction by trying to understand the customer taste and therefore better cater to the customer's preferences. So again, this personalized shopping experience can influence the customer's purchasing activities. And as we will talk later on in this presentation, we'll see that this can also help improve the allocation of resources of online retailers and help them increase their revenues. So a recent article from the New York Times titled "A New Kind of E-commerce" talks about a variety of firms that are offering a more personalized experience to customers that shop in their websites. So for example, the article talks about Stitch Fix, which is an online retailer of women's clothing. And they talk about how this online retailer collects data about its customers and personalizes the offerings that they send to their customers, understanding what the customers may like and understanding their preferences, understanding how they can fit those clothing with other items that the customers may have. And so this company uses a predictive hit score for each item against every customer that gives them a way to estimate the likelihood that a particular customer will buy an item. The article also talks about other online retailers that also offer personalized shopping experiences to customers. And these other firms include Trunk Club, which is an online retailer for men's clothing, Birchbox, which sells beauty items. And so all of these online websites learn about customers through their browsing history, through their purchasing history, and through information that they ask customers to reveal when they go online, and then compare that information with profiles of other thousands of customers to segment the market in a way that they can predict what a particular customer may buy. And this brings us to the topic of assortment customization, which is a topic that I've been exploring for a while now with two colleagues that are at other universities. So let me tell you a little bit about what is assortment customization. Suppose that Matt goes online, logs in, and goes to any online retailer that sells basketball shoes and types the words basketball shoes to search online for these items. And so these 4 items show online, and so Matt will either choose one of these items or will continue doing research or searching in other retailers until he finds an item that he likes. Then Sam logs in and also searches for basketball shoes. And the company, again, the online retailer, will show a number of shoes that Sam will look at and decide whether there is any of these items that he likes. So the company can offer a personalized assortment to each customer that goes online and searches for the same item. So why offer customized assortments? What is the benefit of that? And so what we do in this study is we look at a setting in which an online retailer has multiple products in a retail category. So for example, shoes, clothing, beauty items, etc. The company has limited resources, so it has inventories for all of these items. And the company tracks the history of purchases and web browsing of its customers. And so the company can segment customers based on their preference. So they have an estimate of the likelihood that a particular customer that goes online will buy any of the items they offer. So within this setting, in this project, we explore the optimal assortment policy, and we also study the benefits of offering personalized assortments. The question that comes to mind is, why not offer all products to all customers? So why should we only offer a subset of the products? Why should an online retailer only offer a subset of the products and not all the products that are available? So the first reason is that online retailers want to offer a personalized service to the customers. And so if they show all products that are available, it is a complex decision for the customer to decide which individual item he or she is going to buy. So if the online retailer knows about the customer and can select a subset of the products that the retailer estimates the customer may like, then that helps the customer through the shopping experience. So that's one reason, but there are other operational reasons as well. And so let me walk you through an example to see why a company may want to offer a subset of all the products available. Let's take the example of the basketball shoes, and suppose we have these 8 shoes in the store or in the warehouse, and suppose that the company has 1 pair of shoes available for each of these styles. Over time, the company collects data on customer types and preferences. So the customer has a sense of whether any particular customer has a preference on the style of the shoe, on the materials, the skill level perhaps of the customer, etc. And so suppose that the Mats of the world show up and the company knows what sort of segment that customer is in. And so the company knows that that particular customer has a stronger preference for these 2 pairs of shoes, the green and the blue one. Then Sam shows up and the retailer figures out that Sam belongs to a segment of customers that have a wider range of preferences. And so customers like Sam have a high likelihood of buying one of these 6 items here, these styles. So Sam logs in and searches for basketball shoes. If the retailer shows all 8 pairs of shoes available, then Sam may end up buying the green shoe, which is one of the shoes that he likes. So if that happens because we only have 1 unit of inventory left, then the next customer that comes in will not have that product available. So suppose that the next customer that shows up is Matt, and he searches for basketball shoes. And so the company shows these 7 products available because the green shoes were purchased a while ago. And so Matt looks at these, and remember that Matt belongs to a segment that has a stronger preference for the green shoes that are no longer available and for those other blue shoes. But upon looking at these options, Matt realizes that there's no shoe that he really likes out of this assortment, and so Matt goes away and doesn't buy anything. As a result of showing every available product to every single customer, the online retailer sells 1 pair of shoes. Suppose instead that when Sam logs in and searches for basketball shoes, the company only showed some of the products available, so only the 4 that are shown here. And so there are a few of the shoes out of this assortment that Sam likes, and so suppose that Sam ends up buying this blue pair of basketball shoes. So that is no longer available, and then next Matt shows up, and now the online retailer has the remaining 7 pairs of shoes available, and so based on the preferences of Matt that the company has collected over time, they decide to show these 4 pairs of shoes. And in this assortment, the green pair is available. So Matt goes and buys the green pair of shoes. So what we have as a result of offering personalized assortments is not only a better experience for the customers because they have a selection of products that the company estimates they like best, but also the company may end up selling more shoes. So in this example, the online retailer sells 2 pairs of shoes as opposed to 1 pair when offering every possible product available. So in this project, we study online retailers that sell multiple products in a retail category. They have limited inventories of these products, and they have information about customer preferences through their browsing and purchasing history. So in that setting, again, we look to determine what is the optimal set of products, that is the optimal assortment to offer to each arriving customer based on the customer's past browsing and purchasing history, with the goal of maximizing sales and enhancing the customer's shopping experience. So we derive an optimization tool, and we apply this idea to a case study from a Turkish luxury retailer called Beyman. We have data from Beyman, and we apply the idea of assortment customization to data that we obtain from them to see what effect it may have on the profitability of the retailer. So this company operates 21 department stores in Turkey, and they also have an online sales channel. The company sells fashion items like clothing and shoes, and they have 2 main cycles every year that are given by the selling season. So they have a fall-winter collection and a spring-summer collection. We have weekly item-level sales and inventory data for the top 7 women's shoe brands from the fall-winter 2011-2012 season. As you can see here, demand for these products is highly uncertain. So this graph shows the remaining inventory throughout the selling season for 4 different styles of shoes. And as you can see, the inventory levels of some of the shoes drop more rapidly than some other shoes, which means that the company is running out of inventory of some products and they have excess inventory or enough inventory of some other products. We use a very simple way of segmenting customers, and this is based on their location where they go online and search for a product. So we identify 3 different locations in Turkey. Location 1 is sort of the more affluent neighborhoods in Istanbul. Then the rest of the city is location 2, and the rest of the country is location 3. And so we found that customers from these 3 different locations have very different preferences on the products that the company offer. Based on purchasing data that we have from the retailer, you can see that the preferences of customers from different segments are really different. So customers from location 1 have a very strong preference for this style of shoe, while customers from location 2 don't have such a strong preference for that kind of shoe. So customer preferences across the different locations are really different, so much so that it makes sense for the company to offer personalized assortments when customers from different parts of the country log in to shop for shoes. In addition to offering a more personalized shopping experience, this graph shows the potential revenue improvement of offering customized assortments. Because again, as we mentioned before with the example, the company can maximize sales by strategically selecting the set of products that they will offer to each customer that logs in to buy an item from them. And so in this example, we see the potential revenue gain from offering customized assortments when the company starts with different inventory levels. In particular, for the actual inventory levels that the company had for 2 of the styles of shoes that we are looking at, the potential revenue improvement of offering assortment customization is about 2.8%, which is a fairly big improvement in sales for a retailer. In summary, our work proposes the idea of assortment customization and explores the optimal assortment customization policy, that is, what to offer to each individual customer that shops online. And so we also look at the potential benefits of offering personalized assortments. So the benefits are many. On one hand, assortment customization allows the company to offer a more personalized shopping experience. It also allows the company to improve the allocation of resources, in this case inventory, that they have available. And finally, as we have shown, assortment customization can lead to significant increases in revenues.